Hi there. A new kind of cosmetic procedure is getting a lot of attention for its wrinkle-removing effects, and while some of these techniques are catchily referred to as the vampire facelift because of its use of a patient's own blood, the term is actually a little bit misleading. Joining us now is facial plastic surgeon Dr. James Ridgway to help demystify these approaches. So do you cringe a little bit at this idea of a vampire facelift?
Well, at first, when I first heard it, and this was some time ago, I did. But actually, when I hear it now, what I see is that it's a term that people use to be able to ask the question of what's the newest and latest, greatest things that we can do to treat the aging process. And so our answer is laser-enhanced plasma therapy, or LEP.
LEP, okay. How is this different from what we understand as a liquid facelift or fillers?
Oh, that's a great question. So the way that this works is that we take the blood from an individual, we separate out the plasma from the blood, that's the yellow stuff, and that's used to treat the face or the neck in an injection technique.
Okay, so as opposed to a filler, which is actually a pharmaceutical of some sort.
Right, so that's made in a company, and that's made in a pharmaceutical plant. This one's made in your own body, so it's natural. So the index for risk of against your own body is actually very, very low.
What are the other advantages?
The other advantages are that you actually have the recruiting process of the body and its natural healing. You're using growth factors that the body normally uses to heal itself when there's injury to have a therapeutic and rejuvenative effect. So what this does is that it helps eliminate fine lines and wrinkles, decrease pore size, and firms the skin.
That sounds pretty good to me.
It is.
What is this like? What do you go through as a patient step by step?
Oh, okay. So obviously every patient that we see, because this is a very customized procedure, they have to go through a consultation. You have to have a diagnosis to see exactly what the patient needs.
Right.
So after that, then we go through the process of prepping the patient, and then we also go ahead and design a prototype for the patient of laser therapy, of the autologous therapy, areas of interest, face or neck, and then from there we conduct the procedure.
How long does it take?
Well, patients start to see results in a couple weeks because it's the natural healing process, but ultimately it takes 90 to 120 days for patients to see the full effect.
Okay, but I like this idea that at least it's something coming from your own body, so you're less likely to fight it or reject it or whatever else. You're working with nature a bit. We have a before and after, and I'm obsessed with before and afters, so let's take a look. So tell us about this patient.
Okay, so this is a patient who was treated in what we call the nasolabial crease,
Right.
and this is a year later.
Wow.
And
So this lasts longer than the fillers and injectables that we've heard about?
Well, what we see is that patients are able to last at least to 18 months. And so at that point, you've always kind of changed the healing process or the aging process. But unfortunately, it does not halt the aging process.
Okay, well, when you can do that, please let us know. We'll be very, very interested.
Working on it.
We'll leave the show with that when that happens. Are there particular parts of the face that this works better on than others? And I like the fact that you mentioned neck, because don't we all get crazy about our necks?
Well, that actually all comes back to how we all age and what genes you have, and basically the parents you picked, and how much you look like your mom or your dad. And so that actually is where it's individual. Do you have smile lines when you're not smiling? Well, that would be an area. Or how is your general skin quality? That's another one as well. And as you mentioned, the neck, there's a lot of times where, we've skipped sun protection, and, there are individuals who've smoked and everything. Yeah.
Right.
And what happens is, well, the sins of yesterday are present today, and those are the ones that are very unique, very individual, and we address each one individually.
Okay. I think we have another before and after. This is kind of cool. Look at this. That's a big difference.
Yeah, this is an older patient, so she was also treated along the mid-face and the cheeks and lower face, and this is a very, dramatic result. We can't say that all of our patients have this type of result, but a lot of them have very excellent results.
I mean, you've actually eliminated this sort of sagging wrinkles that are down there at the bottom of your chin on the side that we all get eventually.
Right.
And that's gone away. How much later is the after picture from the procedure?
This is approximately a year as well. And what happens is that as we age, there's two things that happen. The face descends, and then we also lose what we call volume.
Right.
And so with that, we're complementing the body's own production of volume as well as giving more tone to the face.
Yeah. Now, do you think there's any scientific evidence to believe that my theory that if we all just had a twisty tie on top of our heads, that would be a good thing? To just ratchet the whole deal up as we get older?
Pull it all as a pull string.
I'm not a medical doctor, but that's my hope. No, okay. Probably not. Thank you. This is very interesting stuff. For more information or to book a consultation with the Larrabee Center, please visit our website, and we will link you right over. We'll be back in a moment. Thank you.